Cheers.
Cheers. And welcome back to Heemtai.
Alcohol.
What are we doing today?
Hi. For our welcome back show, we're gonna hit some hot topics. No sponsorship there, but it's available if you want. Starting off with the Fall of Thrones.
We're about to bash Game of Thrones if you don't get what we're saying.
Oh shit.
So there's still 2 more episodes left.
Only 2?
There's only 2 more episodes left. But I think we're ready to submit our reviews of the show regardless of how it
there's
ends.
let's be honest, there's no redeeming it. Right?
I don't think so.
It's so far gone.
I guess that'll be our first question. How do you even see it ending?
Okay. It's gonna end happily. Not for everyone. Dany's gonna die. Like, they're hinting at it hella hard.
Yeah.
Hella hard.
Yeah.
Like,
they're hella telegraphing her downfall.
Yeah. Literally hyping her up to take the fall. Because she's just not worthy, I guess.
And there's this symbolism with the braiding of her hair that goes way back from like the season 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
What?
Well, first of all, I saw on Twitter they brought the topic back up was because of what happened to Missandei.
Right,
so her hair's not braided because that's the person who usually did her hair.
That's true.
But what it has to do, I don't know if it had to do with the Dothraki, but throughout each season where Daenerys powered up, got a new army, all this, her hair was braided more and more.
Intricately?
More intricately. Kind of like I think it's like symbolism of her having it all together. Ooh. And I feel like ever since she came to the north, it's been like
simple as.
Yeah.
It's been in the same like complex, but
yeah, but I don't know. That's just something I noticed.
It's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Easter eggs.
Yeah. So I mean, you just have no idea how it's gonna end.
Right. Okay. Let's talk about our hopes. Right. It's on 8 season right now.
This is season 8.
Season 7 ends, and you're just like, holy shit! This is what we've been waiting for this whole time.
For like
the entire show.
A year and a half.
And what we got was like, what the fuck?
What were they doing? Was it like a year of wedding?
Like,
and then half a year of acting?
They fucking, oh shit, let's just scramble the shit together. Key points, key moments. The Battle of Winterfell was garbage. You couldn't see shit.
You couldn't see anything.
It was so bad.
And you know what the directors said that you had to adjust your TV.
No, they didn't.
Yeah,
they did. Really?
They did.
They said,
I don't know. It was up to the viewer to adjust their settings. But that was the thing. Is the dark night? No, not dark. Long night.
The long night.
Long night, but implies that it's dark.
It was, oh man, it was so dumb.
I don't know. It's just what do you compare it to? You compare it to
dude, they compared it. Okay,
Watchers on the Wall. That's the one where the wildlings scale the wall and then they.
Oh right.
Where Ygritte dies.
Mm-hmm. Battle of the Bastards. Dude, yeah. They had key fights that were amazing.
Yeah.
But dude, this was like ridiculous. For one,
let's break it down. Go ahead. Are you starting with Dothraki?
Yes.
All right.
For one, the Dothraki, that's infantry. They're the only horsemen you have, and their armies, like, they're known, right? How when they bopped Jaime's. Remember when Jaime had that line?
Yeah.
And then they swamped him.
Yeah, they stand no chance.
Yeah, dude, it was amazing. But you're gonna send. Mind you, Melisandre wasn't there yet, so she didn't give them buff, the Fireblade buff. They were standing at front, meaning they were gonna charge, regardless of whether they had fire swords or not, right? And then she came last minute and was like, "Oh, I got y'all." Boom, hella sick, hella clean. But why the hell would you send them out like that, not even knowing what the hell? It was all dark. They couldn't see shit. So just like, oh, go right out there and try to kill as much as you can.
It's bad planning.
That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard. Oh my god.
And what was their plan anyway? So they wanted to see what the Dothraki can do because they're best in open field, and they got wiped out. Then what was it? And then it was just the Unsullied.
And then the Veil. It was just
all infantry.
Yeah,
just trying to go hand to hand, or
against an army that is zombies coming from like darkness. Okay, first of all, what they should have done, personally, this is my thoughts. What they should have done was everyone with Valyrian steel, right, should have like squatted up on the back of a dragon, like Danny came and picked them all up in the north, right?
Yeah.
So like multiple people can ride on the dragon. We've seen it before.
Yeah.
So you take that squad, you go to the side where they were at. While your army's like holding off the zombies, you fly out to the White Walkers, and you pick like 1v1s. Right? Everyone take a freaking White Walker. Yeah. Like an actual White Walker.
Yeah, with the hair.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The force. Because every time you kill one, a chunk of the army's gonna die. Right?
There's so many other ways to go about it.
There's some, oh my god. There was no like fire trenches, right?
Yeah.
Would you not make trenches?
Yeah. What they did?
One, dude.
Well, that was their emergency.
Right.
Oh,
which
with the one fire.
Literally, the
trench.
one fire. I'm talking about like, dude, every 50 yards worth of fuck.
Well, I guess they would argue short time. I don't know.
I don't know. It was just ridiculous. Stupid fight. And the way they hyped up the fight to begin with was ridiculous.
It was a letdown.
This is the biggest fight that was ever recorded or whatever.
And that's the big difference ever since the writing went on a tangent. Because they don't have George Martin's story to follow anymore.
Material anymore.
And they feel like they're scared to pull the trigger literally on certain characters. They can't. He doesn't, or the writers, they don't know if they really want to kill him. They're scared to upset people. I feel like
that's true. They prepared us for so many deaths, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, if someone big dies, like I'm ready. Like I had just finished Endgame, so that's a later topic. But I'm just saying, like, I was ready, like, for someone to die. And who did
multiple people to die?
Who do we? They killed fucking Jorah. Okay, like that was the most important character they killed, right?
Jorah,
Ed.
He was the Lord Commander.
I guess. Fuck, dude. Sam should have fucking died. Sam was so annoying that episode, dude.
Sam was laying with them like this.
And he was like, "Get up, Sam!" Ugh, died. Oh my god. Sam.
No, but remember when his camera's following Jon through the castle? And
he was laying.
And Samuel was laying with some whites, just like
Jon,
cuddling with them.
He was trying to go to the Nike.
He was trying to find Bran. Yeah, and it was so dumb with the every hero with their backs against the walls, just smothered in whites. It's just like something the show's not known for. Right,
and they're like invincible. The scene I hella liked was when Jon was running towards the Night King, and then Night King did his whole thing, raised up hella dead around him, and Jon was surrounded in that moment, right? But he still had enough time for him to fight while being surrounded 360 degrees, and then Drogon come, blow fire and save him, but then Drogon gets swarmed hella quick.
Oh damn, bro! You hit me. You got me hard with that one.
Dude, ridiculous. And it's a freaking dragon compared to one dude.
So he should have been.
He should have been dead.
Torn to pieces. Damn, dude, you making some solid points.
It was so bad. If you go back and you watch the army marching, they have hella giants. Hella giants.
Yeah.
Hella army. And we saw one
CGI.
One CGI. Oh.
There's just so much to. I don't know. There's so much to talk about the show and what's wrong with it right now. But I'll just say this. This is like my final statement. Is that the show was doomed with the 6-episode limit. Like to just say.
Right.
So they finally met up. They finally brought together Jon and Dany, and then they give themselves only 6 episodes to close out the whole series.
That's so true. Even if the episodes were,
even if they were 86 minutes,
right?
It's just not enough. So it was doomed from the beginning. So the time frame that they gave themselves, the lack of George R.R. Martin's writing,
Is he not even a part of the show? I don't think so.
I don't know.
I read something that doesn't watch it. I don't know.
I know he's not happy with it, but I think those are my two things. Like the show is just, it was just not set up to be. It wasn't set up to be the Game of Thrones that we've been watching.
Right.
I feel like the season lost its like compelling conversation. It's like, I don't know.
Am I gonna watch it? Obviously.
It's gusto, you know.
Right.
Like just, it's basic cable television right now.
Damn.
You know what I mean?
Like
you know
basic STV.
Because the way they're writing it, I feel like when you can pick what the heck is gonna happen soon, like,
right.
You know what I mean? When they're telegraphing everything.
When they go back to Dragonstone and get surprised that they were freaking ambushed, bro. If Cersei did not send her military to help you, she still has her military. Are they just gonna chill in King's Landing and wait for you to come? Hell nah. Oh my.
Won't be ready. They've been ready. That's, I don't know. That's the big thing, is that it's right. It's Martin's writing clashing with crammed writing, because you know they hyped up the Night King all throughout, and I've listened to the books. I don't want to say read, but because I listened to them, the audiobooks,
which is just as good.
And it's just as good. But they the way they just talk about how powerful dragons are, and for them to just be getting shot out of the air the way they've been, it doesn't make sense.
Really?
You know what I mean? Like, just
right.
To hype, they have dragons. Like, that statement is like a big ass deal. And then they like, just been one spear,
right.
icicle.
Oh my god.
They're just taken down way too easily. So.
Right, because dragon scale is like armor. I mean, in terms of like other games and movies and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's sad, really.
It's disappointing.
Because, dude, I love Game of Thrones. My brothers are actually watching it now.
Tell them to stop when.
I think they're at season. He just finished Rob Stark. So, what is that? 4?
Yeah.
3 or 4? 3.
Probably 4.
Maybe 3, because 4's opening is the one where he melts down ice. And he makes the 2 swords.
Yeah.
So he comes into my room and he's like, dude, you have Jon Snow's sword. I was like, dude, I've had that like for years. He's like, wow, I didn't realize it until just now.
Yeah.
What is that?
Sorry, I don't know. Sorry, director, distracting us during our.
She gave us a 6.
Oh, 6 more minutes left.
6 more minutes left. Damn.
Thank you.
Alright, guess we gotta wrap this one up.
Yeah, what are we talking about? I don't know.
It's just, I understand, right? Like, you start off with a show that right off the bat, like, the first season,
it's different,
dude.
Yeah.
Right? And you have, like, you build your fan base, and it just gets too far along.
I was thinking about it, like, when you try to copy someone's essay or something. And
okay. And you finally you have to finish the last paragraph.
Finish the last paragraph, dude. That's the way I see it.
And you're just like, oh fuck. Okay, I got it.
Theon, let's just have Night King kill Theon, and that's it. That's all he wanted to do.
We need some deaths. Theon, what are you gonna do? Charge at him, right? Oh fuck.
Oh man. So that's how we feel about Game of Thrones. That's how a lot of people feel about
Arya killing him, like, good shit, right? Like, that's props. I love Arya. That was amazing. But like, this fool was hyped up for 7 years, 8 years, right? As like that dude. And what did he do? He killed no one. He killed a dragon.
He killed Theon Greyjoy.
Theon Greyjoy, and that's it. He killed no one. I don't know.
If you were enjoying Game of Thrones and you saw this video and now you don't like it, I'm sorry.
But dude, open your eyes. Like, come on.
I don't know.
It's fallen. And what are they gonna do with Bern's time travel thing? Because that's a thing, right? Which was established by the Hodor.
Also, not even like
the Hodor thing.
Because he can go back.
Right, and it affects what happened.
Or it leaves a mark or something. Because there's a lack of explanation, I guess.
But Hodor was Hodor Because he went to the past.
Yeah.
And he messed with them.
Before he didn't even know it yet.
Right. And now he's the Three-Eyed Raven and it does nothing.
So
he was chilling that whole episode.
So basically, Game of Thrones needed like 4 more seasons.
George, oh, dude.
It needed one more book.
Dude, if George finishes his books, right, and then they redo it, like Brotherhood, your tweet was so good, dude. Yeah. I was like, hey, I'm down for it. Because that's what happened with the first season of Fullmetal Alchemist.
This is a show.
Amazing show. If you haven't watched Fullmetal Alchemist, watch Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. Amazing anime. So it's actually 2 series. Fullmetal Alchemist, and then they redid it as Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. The first season, what happened was, as they were creating the anime, they had caught up. Right, they had. I got you. As the so this is the manga. The manga was coming out first, and the anime got there, and they caught up. At this point, the anime had to continue. So what they did was they branched off, and they made their own story, and then the manga just went where it was supposed to go, the correct way. And I honestly think the first season was pretty good, you know, and they did what they could, like with, I guess, their own imagination or their own interpretation of what they wanted to happen. But in actuality, the real story was with Brotherhood. So they came back super later, and they followed it perfectly, and it was amazing.
I guess they just had the time.
Yeah.
So that's something that we were thinking that'd be cool for Game of Thrones to do.
But I doubt they'd ever do that though. No way.
Maybe another network could pick it up.
Oh, like after the rights. That's true.
Yeah.
I mean, they rebooted Spider-Man like 3 times.
Yeah. I think we're out of time.
Anyways, thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching us bash Game of Thrones.
I know. I love the show still. I fuck with it still. But
I'm trying to enjoy it from what it is.
Right. But it's
just not what we thought it was gonna be.
It's like when you fall out of love. You still care, but it's not the same.
Helen Mogulis.